Okay, I've just fixed the audio. That was my last. That's irritating. I've got a plasma mine. I've got a railway rifle. I've got tomahawks. That would be. God, this performance is dreadful. I might just run. I think running is probably a good move at this point because I'm out of ammunition. Hello everyone. I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome to Fallout 76. Now with audio. I did an entire 3-minute piece without actually realising that I hadn't actually, enabled the microphone. So I'm just running away from some super mutants right now in a very glitchy mess. Now the video quality is probably not going to be very good, but I wanted to say some things and a video just wasn't quite cutting it. So this will be out there for anybody to watch. So the game's been getting quite a lot of bad rap. I don't think it's particularly fair. I think games should be held to account, and I'm not saying this game is perfect. In fact, I would not be able to recommend this game to anybody because the performance is dreadful. However, although it's got bugs, I don't think it's any worse than other games that are out there. And people seem to be so hung up on the fact that it's got no NPCs that they're not actually bothering to look past that at what it does offer instead. The game does have NPCs and it does have interactable quest type things, which all in all, that's all an NPC is, and at least it's not irritating. Bethesda's NPCs can be, well, irritating. They can get in the way. They can. I had so much trouble with the dog in Fallout 4, just getting in the way of a door. So if I'm being attacked, I can't move through that door because the dog is in the way. At least with this, you don't have that. The game is more set up for going it alone if you want to. I've got a perk that actually gives me bonuses if I am alone. So I've got Lone Wanderer. When venturing alone, take 10% less damage and regain 10% AP regen. And that is a card that can be boosted a little bit. Most of my perks are in strength and intelligence to reduce weight of items, of objects. It can be played fine on your own, and yeah, that's fine, really. And the game has quests, but the quests are issued by you finding certain things out in the world, and it's more about exploration than just going to a quest hub and picking up everything in the area. And that's fine, all in all. I don't think that that is any reason to slam the game for not having NPCs. So what, honestly? It really irritates me that the journalists, these so-called journalists, are holding the game to account for things that don't matter. Because Bethesda have worked their way around it. And all in all, you could put NPCs into this game quite easily. You could have a quest hub quite easily. Let's just jump to the map. You could have a quest hub around Fallout, around the vault. You could have a quest hub in Morgantown Airport. You could have one up in Grafton or the water park, but you don't. Instead, you have specific quests that you can do if you want to. There's one up in Wavy Willard's Water Park. We've got these quests that you can jump into that will give you rewards for doing them, and these are things that just pop up all the time. There is certainly a mainline quest that the game sort of vaguely guides you around, but I mean it is an extraordinarily vague guide around. It could be a little bit more go here rather than find these places that the Overseer might have visited, and then you can kind of work your way around a possible story. I think it is a little vague, but it's not bad all in all. And the only sort of real issues I have with the game are things like, so I got jumped once by 3 Scorch Beasts. Well, they're all level 50, I've got no chance. And they were all in the ash heap as well, which I don't think that they necessarily should be in. I'm not going to go towards that monster because I've got no ammunition at the moment. Ammunition is incredibly scarce. That's another slight issue I would have with the game. That you can reach level 30 and the ammunition that you need, you can't get hold of. I need shotgun ammunition, I need 10mm, and I need railway spikes. Railway spikes is reasonably easy to get hold of because the ammunition only needs steel. And that's fine. I can get hold of the steel, and that's why I'm keeping hold of a railway rifle for that type of thing. However, getting hold of 10mm and getting hold of shotgun ammunition is really, it's awful. In contrast, I can still find 38, but none of my guns use 38. It's not a particularly powerful ammunition type, only really used by the pipe rifles, so why would I bother? In fact, somewhere in the world there is 800 rounds of 38, which I dropped in a chest somewhere because I didn't need it. So if anybody found that 38, you know, you're now quids in with that, because to me it was completely useless. And 308 has now become a useless ammunition type for me, but I still find loads of it in the world. It's why I took Scrounger. Oh yeah, all my melee weapons that I can use in my power armor is currently broken, and I need to get back to my camp. I don't know where I left it. I think it's up here somewhere. Oh god. There's no ability to just jump to where your camp is either, which is frustrating. I don't know where I left it. It's a little yellow icon, and I thought I left it up here somewhere. But obviously not. Is it just despawned? I mean, it's not really a problem. I can respawn it. Let's head over in this direction a little ways, and then I can get my camp in. Where we do that, we just hit Z. Oh, I can drop it in here if I wanted to. Except, camp is now moved, and I can now build my camp, which is stored. Excellent. I just need to get it into a way that is like valid. Unfortunately, there's an awful lot of invalid area around here, which is awkward. I don't know if there's any way of just plonking it without. Problem is that it's quite large, and where I built it was quite flat. But the game doesn't seem to want to let me put it down, which is frustrating. That's literally got everything in there. And I can't just kind of stick it on top of here because it won't let me do that. Okay, I'm going to have to move my camp slightly over in a direction, which is going to waste some of my caps, but let's see if we can get it down here somewhere. On the road would be actually quite good. So if I kind of put it about here. I don't have enough caps. What do you mean I don't have enough caps? No, I've got. Yeah, this is a bit of an issue. It says, oh, you don't have enough caps to move your camp. Well, I do. Right, fine. I don't know if it's like there's a cooldown to stop you from constantly moving your camp around, but it's a little irritating. What's the transfer button do? Hold on. Oh, I can just store camped junk doing that. That's rather more useful. Right, so I don't need the Deathclaw Gauntlet. I don't need the assault rifle unless I've got any ammunition for it. Oh, I've got 113 ammunition for that, so yes, I do want to take my assault rifle back. Oh, I've got a tactical assault rifle. In which case, I'll get rid of that. What else do we not need? I want to keep hold of my shotgun. I can put that away for the moment. I can put that away as well. Might just have some armour. Got to be a little bit careful with this because the game says, "Oh well, you're not wearing this this stuff at the moment," but you are. You're wearing it under your power armour, but because you're wearing it under your power armour, it doesn't quite register that you're actually wearing armour. So yeah, you can accidentally scrap your entire armour set and then get out of your suit of armour and realise you're naked. That's not particularly helpful. The game does need to sort that out a bit. Right, I am now light enough so I can move myself somewhere if I wanted to. I could do a quest. Swarm of Suitors. I don't know what Swarm of Suitors is. I think it's just like Messenger. Messenger is reasonably simple to do. It's just a sort of a... You just have to guard this person. Or I could take a camp. Oh, they've all been claimed by people I suspect. That one hasn't. And there is a miner's locker up there. Let's jump up there. There are some just oddities with the game. If you're hearing a large amount of noise from one side, the washing machine has just spun up. So yay. Yay for that. Right, there's probably some enemies around here. So let's equip a gun that's got some ammunition in it. And let's go hunting. Right, so I need to go sort of up there somewhere. Oh, it's just ghouls. It's actually a legendary ghoul, so that might be quite useful to get hold of. I might die here because there's an awful lot of ghouls, and I can't. Not only is there an awful lot of ghouls, there's also an awful lot of stuttering, because yay for Bethesda games. You know, should really be holding them to account for things that they have some kind of control over. A design decision about not having NPCs in the game is not something that needs to be held to account. You don't need to really hold them account to. Or for. Let's just quickly, if I can get that before he notices me. Nice. Oh, I've got prize bot. He's usually completely useless. Congratulations, I've won sweepstakes and I've got some prize winnings. And it's usually something like, here's a token. Oh, we got a silver pocket watch. Excellent. I don't mind getting what they call junk. Life-saving metal right leg. Let's see what that does. Ooh, that's not bad. Yeah. But I would need to... Oh, I'm going to ditch it. There's not really much point. But going up here, we should find the locker. I've now got no ammunition for this gun, unfortunately. Thanks to those ghouls. But we might find something useful in here, like lead scrap. An antifreeze bottle. Really, I want things like screws. Screws, really. Screws are really rare. So something that I commented on in the beta was that adhesive was extraordinarily rare, and that was not good because all your weapons and armour and everything needed adhesive in order for you to be able to repair it. Now, for me, at this point, it's screws. Screws are really, really rare, and I really do need them to make weapons and armour. And more importantly, to make my my Uber armour that I'm currently wearing parts of, to make the power armour suit. I do need the screws and oil and gears and all that sort of thing, which I'm not really getting at the moment. Oh, I'm suffering from radworms. Diseases are back. Yeah, they're a thing. You can just take some disease cure and it gets rid of them. That's just the prize bolt. That's fine. And moving into here, possibly. Some radaway. Some more ghouls. I don't know if I've actually got the ability to deal with them anymore. I can do that, but it's not great. Even against ghouls, I've the chance, I think, of knocking them down or stunning them. I think there's a. I think I've taken a stun perk. See if you've got any. You got 45. You got some. Yep. Okay. You got some ammunition I can actually use now. 10 mil. And he drops a stim pack and some scissors, which I need because I need screws, and the scissors have screws in them. Right, in here. Is it upstairs? Apparently a miner's locker somewhere. Then there's a wooden crate. There is another one of these. So I'm just going to have to bash him to death because I don't have the ammunition to deal with him otherwise. And you're still alive. There's some caps. Excellent. Where is it, this thing that I'm looking for? So this key, I should note, this key is something that you can find in the world. These are dropped by particularly tough enemies sometimes. So things like your mole miners, as they're known, which are kind of like they're kind of described in the same way as pipe rifle of some description, as the clouds are the cloud victims, that they're trapped in their suits, they can't get out and they've kind of gone a bit mad, but yeah, just scrap what we've got. Scrapping stuff makes it lighter, so it's always worth just scrapping it. And of course, then you get the components for the things that you need. Can't find this this locker. It should be over here somewhere. Yeah, it should be in this building. Apparently, I can't seem to find it. Basically, be this locker that's just full of all kinds of useful stuff. It's not up there. Ooh, hello. T51 torso. I can wear that. I'm taking it. Yeah, that's an upgrade for what I've got at the moment, as is that. I'll take the fusion core as well. Somebody else can have the power armor itself. I have not claimed that now. I've taken the pieces off it, but that is still out in the world for somebody to take if they wanted to. Which is good. So let's put it on my left arm, my T51 torso. Just beefs me up a little bit. Excellent. And I could then scrap that armor, that T45 if I wanted to, which I do. I don't need it. So what was it? It was the T45 torso and the T51 left arm. Excellent. Right, so that's actually quite nice. I do wonder if that was left there by someone, and if that's the case, thank you very much for letting me have your old T51. But I don't see this this locker anywhere. It's not somewhere really obvious, is it? Look upstairs again. It's going to be somewhere really obvious. It's not that crate. God, it's so stuttery. Like, really, really bad. It's looking a bit... It'll look a bit blurred on the... Oh, here we go. And because I've completed a quest, I get something from that. The ammunition is useless to me at the moment. It's just sort of weighing me down, but we can deal with that because we are about to go up to grab a workshop anyway. I'll drop these items. I don't need to really be carrying this stuff around, so somebody can find some of that. I'll eat that. I can drink the tea. That will get that up. And do I have any other food? I'll take the preserved mash. I'll also take the... yeah, because we are suffering from that. You can, get rid of disease. It does just go. This is very much sort of survival light. It's the survival aspect of Fallout 4, but with some modifications to it, just to make it less irritating for people. So you don't have to be a big fan of that sort of gameplay to like this game, because it's very sort of a light version of doing things. Now, let's equip some baseball grenades, and I've got nothing. I've got no ammunition for anything that I've got on me, which is a little frustrating, but never mind. We can deal with this. We can deal with this. So all the way up here, there is actually a workshop, and I'm going to claim this workshop. Before I do, though, I might have got a plan from that thing. I'm being shot by something. Recipe? Nope. Nothing useful. Right, something is shooting at me. A mole miner. Ooh. Right. They've got things that I want. They've got shotgun. They use shotguns. I've got loads of explosives. Why don't I just blow them up? I'll probably do that if I can aim at them. I've got those throwing knives as well. Throwing knives are really powerful. There we go. If you can hit them. If you can't hit them, well, yeah. Another thing that I can actually do is jump out of my armor and deal with them. Which I might have to do. Right. Let's do some... oh, damn it. I took some Carmex by accident. Stimpack Super. And I've accidentally taken 2. Let's jump out my armor and let's deal with this like we would. Okay, he's not taking damage. Now he is. This is a bit of an issue. I think this is a network thing. That sometimes you will attack an enemy and there's some kind of a desync and it just won't let you do what you wanted to do, which is murder. Nice. Actually, that's all really good stuff there. We'll take all of that. It'll weigh me down, but it's like weight isn't really a problem. It will slow you down, but meh, really, just meh. Right, so let's get my shotgun out, as these guys have been nice enough to give me a load of weaponry. And we're going to go all the way up to the top to Bogsign and Mole Miner. Excellent. so the workshop is round here, but I need to clear the area before I take it. And it will probably tell me cannot be claimed with enemies nearby. Excellent. So it will, I think, tell me at some point where these enemies are. I've got one on the map here. There we go. I'm taking all of their stuff because actually it's all really useful. Where are the last ones? Oh, I wonder if they're down. Are they down or up? Down. Shotgun shell, some useful stuff. And is there one more? Where are you? That's how you get the thing up and running. This is actually this excavator can actually be sort of repaired so that it gets you ores. There's a few methods of getting ores in the game, and so you can use those ores to build your power armor or whatever it is that you need it for. Where's the last guy? Should be this guy. No, no, no. Right, I should be able to take all of that stuff. I'll deal with that in a bit, but I'm hoping that is all of them clear now. So I can run back up here. I've got turned around. It's over here. So workshops are places that you can take over, and they're basically little bases or much larger bases. So this will be oh, there's more. They haven't actually seen me yet, which is interesting. So I'm going to drop a plasma mine, and I'm also going to do a diluted stim. Come here. Oh yeah, my shotguns kind of do stagger as well, so that's a thing. Oh, he needs to be dealt with. Mines. I need to just back up. I'm out of ammunition again. I've got some assault rifle ammo, I think. It's one of those times where I'm very glad I'm in power armor because that guy is nasty. Up until this point where I'm actually now out of ammunition again. So let's use those. Got some tomahawks, we can use them. Shotgun shells. last guy, he's got a missile launcher, only because it's a Bethesda game, they didn't really quite do the whole missile launcher thing properly, and so he just kind of conjures missiles from his hands. Anyway, we have now got this. I'm going to take this workshop. These act as sort of like PvP areas, but generally if somebody takes a workshop, most of the time people will just kind of not care. It's just a case of, well, that guy's got a workshop now, so that's theirs. So we just stay here, we claim the workshop, we get some experience for that, and we also get some a plan, I believe. What did we get? Oh, we got wooden shack doors. Nice. I could do with some decent doors. I can't. These are all clones of things. So yeah, so we've got some waste acid and some bits and pieces. Now this area is ours, and we can build on it, and using sort of the resources. And so it's kind of got some internal resources in it. So let's. Oh, okay, so there's actually quite a few different types of doors there. Oh, that's quite nice. Ooh, okay. Nice. Because before I just had that, so I've got a few additional ones there. That's nice. Okay, so if we just grab a Tinker's Workbench, because I'm going to need to make some more ammunition. Let's also grab some defences. I tend to put them up on things if I can, on the basis that then they'll be a little bit more difficult for enemies to destroy. Also going to just put some boards in these things. These are like spiked boards, they're quite spiky. I could actually stab myself on them, so got to be a little bit careful with them, but let's just put them like down like that. And just some around here. And we just got ourselves some monetization stuff. This is kind of where, you know, I felt that that some journalists were a little unfair on the game, because again, it's this whole idea of just, if you're going to hold a game to account, then do so. And that's fine. I don't really care in that respect. What I do care about is, you know, it should at least be accurate criticism. And okay, all of this stuff can't actually be placed here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so it's things like complaining, well, there's you know, monetization in a $60 game. Yeah, there is. You don't have to buy anything, because the in-game the game gives you that money anyway. It's a case of, yeah, you know, your point. Journalists suck sometimes. Ooh, I've actually got quite a lot of quite good stuff here. It was certainly worth coming up here to do the mole miners. Get rid of the assault rifles. So we've got a tactical. Ooh, I've got an aligned sword off shotgun barrel. Excellent. So we can just scrap all junk again. Oh, actually, do I want to get rid of my... Oh, my death... Oh, yeah, so we put that in there. I can also grab my stash as well, and I'll just grab a stash up here. Stash boxes, grab that one. I like this one, it's quite insignificant. It's just a sort of... It just sort of exists. Which I like. Right. We've now got Scorched. Oh, nice. I'm not going to need my power armor for this. I'm just going to stab them to death, basically. Right, so I don't like this wheel. But let's just get the railway rifle on there as well. Yay! So if they come up, I'm just going to stab them to death. I'm also going to make some more shells for my railway rifle when it actually does it. Shells? I don't know what you call them. Spikes. Fortunately, it's done in packs of 3, so you do have to do quite a lot of pressing space. I would quite like some way of making almost like a batch of them. Like more than 3, because if I want ammunition for a railway rifle, I want to create a lot of it. Still so commonplace that it's just a case of when you get the railway rifle, that is a really good thing to find. I also got a cryolator, which I scrapped because I was never going to be able to make the ammunition for it. There's certainly a case for scrapping the first weapon of a thing that you come across. I think my armor's despawned, that's fine. Simply because the only way you're going to be necessarily getting the plans that you need anyway are to scrap things. You might find some plans or mods out in the world, but it's quite rare that that's the case. Right, so let's get some aid. I've played a fair amount of this. So something that so many a true nerd had watched. I haven't actually watched it yet, and I do need to watch it. Jim Sterling's review of this, and he didn't think it was a particularly fair review, simply because he didn't feel like Jim Sterling had given it much time. Because an awful lot of people complain about, the fetch quests, and I haven't really seen much in the way of fetch quests. There's certainly quests of go kill this thing, but there are some exploration quests. There are some, hey, go and find out what happened to this missing boy, or something along those lines. It's a little bit more exploratory. Which is what I want from a Fallout game, all in all. I don't want to be told where to go every moment of the day. Because that's what Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 didn't really tell you where to go. It was more hints about where you should be going next. And sorry for the performance. This is actually... It's actually quite humorous that normally the problem with the stream is that okay, the quality isn't great, it's very pixelated, but actually the jumps that I'm getting aren't actually the stream at all. It's the game. The game just sucks for performance. But I feel like that's fair criticism. So I'm going to get... I don't know what the deal with the Scorched is yet. I know bits of the story as to why the Scorched exist, but I don't know the whole lot yet, and the Scorched intrigues me. Super Mutants, yeah, we've got another West Tech facility somewhere in the world, so there's that, which is a bit of a shame that they have to keep resorting to West Tech as being their sort of big bad. But No, the Scorched are intriguing, and I'm not completely certain what's going on with them yet. But I think it's going to be interesting finding out. Bethesda tend to suck at stories, but there's been some intriguing quest lines in this, I have to say. This is mostly just me sort of waiting for the wave to kind of come up. This one's a little bit of a weird one because it's on a big sort of toothed mining machine thing. All the enemies have to, all the waves have to come up all the gantry ways. So it takes a while for them to get up here. But they do eventually work out their way, and that's why I've got these punji boards. They're very stabby. Actually, I don't think I trigger them anymore, because I have light foot. Which means that when I'm crouched, I can just walk over all kinds of traps like that. So I can stealth my way down. I've got a couple of armor pieces that allow me to stealth. So when I'm not moving, I go into stealth, and when I get hit, I go into stealth as well. Boom. Railway spike. He had a combat knife. Let's take the gunpowder, and all the rest of the stuff is completely useless to me. Right, there's another guy apparently in here. Oh no, that's learn how to activate the machine, which is you basically need ignition cores. This was a fun one. Turns out, this is a quest that you can get. Turns out you can go into here and you can make these ignition cores, but because they count as junk, these ignition cores will craft themselves out of themselves. Meaning that if you, basically what you have to do is you craft them one at a time, and when you want one, let me just deal with this. Yeah, when you want one, you have to drop. Basically, it's just ridiculous because it counts itself as scrap, and you break each one down by making them. So you have to destroy them. Sorry, not destroy them. You have to drop them, each one at a time, to get your 4 ignition cores. It's ridiculous. Why did they not put it as a quest item, or at least, you know, maybe as a temporary quest item if they could do that? I don't know, but yeah. So that's the thing that kind of sucks. And it kind of says find or build, but as far as I know, you can't find them in the world. You have to build them. It's a little bit odd. My weight is working in a very odd way. Okay, so I've got stuff in my inventory now. I've picked up stuff that I need to get rid of. I need to scrap. Just stealth over those. They'll be up here in a moment. Let's see what I can get rid of. Oh, I've got another 300 and I'm also going to get rid of that. Might even get rid of the 44. I don't need it. And that's going to lighten my load a lot. Oh god, ammo. So let's drop that. So if you're interested in an awful lot of ammunition that I really don't need, it's up at Rockhound. If you need 38, 308 or 44, it's all up here somewhere. If you're on the same thing as I am. Let's just repair all my structures. I've used some, I think, for me, so yeah. Right, so they're gonna make their way up eventually. Oh yeah, there's also some cannons that I can repair. May have just repaired them actually, so yay. Like big cannons that are fitted to all these workbenches, or some of these workbenches. Anyway, right. So, oh no, I don't want to build. What am I doing? I don't know. Love to find the power armor stand, but I can't do that yet. Oh yeah, lightening my load as much as I can. Let's store those. Store the 5 mil. What else do we have? We've got a Raider Power Torso, which is filling up my inventory. There's that one that's also apparently weighs only 1, and yet it won't go into the thing. I wonder if that does actually weigh only 1. Let me drop that. What happens? No, it does only weigh 1. Interesting. Interesting why I'm so overweight. Could get rid of that. It's full. It's not. I've got. Oh, I've got. I have a lot of junk. I did have an awful lot of junk, but no, that's. See, I don't really know how the weight system's working. It seems to be all over the place. I think it might be bugged that my weight might be going up because my perks aren't being taken into account. I don't really know. I mean, some things like the tactical assault rifle is actually quite heavy, but it's a very powerful gun. But I've also got no ammunition for it, and I never do because I'm going to scrap it. I think that's the only solution, because generally, if I need one, then there's usually one lying around. I never get the ammunition for it. So that does bring my my weight down. I've got no junk on me. I've got no ammunition. My plans, possibly? Certainly do have some plans still that are like duplicates. I don't know what's so heavy. Oh, I'm not carrying a load of. I'm carrying a load of Radex. Let's get rid of some of that. Actually, just get rid of all my Radex. Ah, I can't. It's actually. I think it might be the Radex and the Radaway. Interesting. I don't use as much as I grab. I might just have to sell some of that. I could do that. Apparently I'm not over encumbered now, but I am. I don't understand this game. Well, let's deal with these scorched. Let's get them out of the way. Sealed. Yeah, take those two. What else we got? Load of ammunition that I can't use. So, oh yeah, that's just pointing towards that, and right. Okay. It's fine. Let's go down to a railway station. Whitespring. Yeah. I can't because I'm over encumbered, surely. Oh, I don't suppose my railway spikes are really heavy, are they? Probably are, you know. Of all these fusion cores, I've tried and been using... Oh, right, yeah, so... oh, no, each one is... Oh, I've got a load of syringer ammo as well. Don't you need that? Oh, God, those plasma cores weigh 1 each. I want to keep them because actually that's quite... Yeah, so my ammunition at the moment is the thing that's weighing me down. Right, okay. But I want to keep all of it. But you can't because the stash is so tiny. You know, it's things like that. It's more niggling little issues. The idea of not having NPCs for some people is more important than not being able to be able to store stuff that you just don't need at the moment. You know, ammunition may be quite useful in the future for things. For example, if I got myself a plasma Gatling cannon, which I have managed to find a couple of in the world, and they are really nice, but I don't need it yet. Oh yeah, I forgot about the spikes. Anyway, right, let's see what ammunition I can get rid of in here. So, well, let's get rid of all my plasma cartridges. Let's get rid of the... Oh, I can't get rid of the mini nukes. Is there anything that I can break down? Duct tape. Because if you break stuff down, it's lighter. I'm not completely certain how that works, but... So yeah, we're going to have to do that. Hopefully we get enough storage. Store all my junk. Yeah, so that's actually going down quite a lot. I've got all these fusion cores as well, and they weigh 3 each. That's why I've been using a power armor, simply because I kind of need to. I need to get rid of some of this weight. I can get rid of 4 of those. Apparently not. I can get rid of 3 of those, perhaps. Can't get rid of the mini nukes. Wait. Okay, mini nukes. Am I going to need... the problem is that I might need them in the future. Flares, probably not. Fuel, possibly. It's one of those weird issues of I don't really know if I'm going to need them or not. Right, I'm going to go down to a train station and sell things, I think. So where's Sutton Station? Isn't that far? So the idea of stations are that every station and every red rocket fuel station thing has a stash in it, as well as it's usually got some kind of like an armor repair or whatever in there. The stations, the train stations, have a like a thingy in a trader. That's the word I'm looking for. So I can't sell my ammo. Can I sell my... Yes, I can. Okay, so I want to sell 30 of my Radex. I'm not going to need it. It's worth quite a lot. Stream may have dropped out. No, we're good. Okay, I'm going to sell most of my Radex. My diluted Radex. I'm also going to sell most of my diluted rad away. It's good if you just need a little hit, but you don't need everything. So, what else can I sell? Most of my rad away, to be fair. Half of my psycho. This is all stuff that I just kind of I carry around with me, but I never need. Beer. Just get rid of my beer. It's weight. It's pointless weight. Okay. Let's see what notes they sell. Okay, so we've got plan for a wooden stool. It's probably not really worth it. Okay. Right, I've got a little bit more more ability to. Oh no. To do things now. Right. Is there anything else I can break down for stuff? Titanium ore. Oh, have I lost the... You can use baseballs to make baseball grenades, which is why it doesn't automatically do it. But it does get a little bit confused if there's something in there that's apparently junk, but it can't break down for whatever reason. Let's take that, because that is a camp station and I might be able to do something with that. Ore can be refined. Ooh, I can make some boiled water. Nice. Smelting. Yeah, or any ore you find can be refined using acid. It's what ends up in mist, I think. Yeah. So this is all my misc at the moment. Right, okay. Well, we can... Oh. We can jump back. So if you own a workshop, you can jump back there for free. If you own a camp, you can jump back there for free. Camps are quite good places to take things. If you need to. I'm getting quite hungry. Oh god, yeah, it's I'll go for 15 more minutes and then I'll stop streaming. I might be back later on today. We'll see. I enjoy Fallout 76, and this is the thing that, you know, the performance is the big killer for me, but the game entices me on to poke it more. Right, let's just use... Oh god, Scorch Wanderer. It's irritating because I really do need to go and use a stim pack. Stim pack diluted. There we go. Right, what was firing at me from over here? Oh, Scorch Wanderer in. Oh, he really does blend in well, doesn't he? Oh well. He's now got a couple of spikes in him. Oh, I'm one level off. I'm 39 now. Oh, that's nice. I didn't actually realise that I was heading on to 40, and 40 does actually Might even unlock my my T60 gear. I'll have to have a look. Right. So defeat the Scorched. Oh, see, that's that tracking is irritating. Okay, where are the Scorched? That's the question. Thing is, the turret should have just defeated the Scorched. That they're only level 6s, but I don't know where all the Scorched are. They just sort of moved in somehow, which is useful. It's a little bit of a pain. You shouldn't really have to hang around, especially if it's just Scorched. But we'll defeat the Scorched, and then I'll go and make some pasta. Ooh, right. It's apparently locked. Actually, I might need that bone cutter as well for something. Are they in here? Yes, there's one. Ooh, nice. I still need to do those maps. Yeah, the rest of it. Yeah. Right, so I've retaken that, which is good. And I can go. Ooh, and I got planned for an ashtray. Excellent. I think I already got that. Have I got that? Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't have that. Excellent. Got disease cure, which is good. Breach. Oh, breach and clear. Right. Let's grab my power armor. Let's also just drink some water. So I'm going to go up to my stash, have a look at my T60 gear, and see if I can use my T60 yet. I don't have a huge amount of T60. I think it's just like the there's just a couple of pieces really, but be nice to know if I can use that yet. Have I gone up the wrong? I've gone up the wrong side again. It's very easy to get turned around in this place. So the place that I would go for the nuclear material is the Nuka-Cola plant, because that usually has some stuff. Right, T60. Not yet. Level 40, I'll get a T60 helmet and right arm. I'd love to find some XO1, but so I could either do breach and clear, or I could go and do Nuka-Cola so that we can get the stuff. I'm going to go to the Nuka-Cola. Breach and clear is so you clear some enemies out of the world, and then you defend a miner. The miner comes up, and then it slowly unlocks sort of lock boxes on the side, and you can get loads of ore out of that. If you are looking for things like black titanium or anything like that, doing a breach and clear is definitely well worth it. Right, I'm going to nip into the Nuka-Cola plant to get some nuclear material, and hopefully actually build these ignition cores, because I really do want to do that quest and get the Rockhound machine working. God, how do you get in? I can never remember. Somewhere around here, I think. Power relay coils. Unfilled kickball. No. There's like a hatch somewhere and you can... Is it up here? I think there's one up here. Somewhere? Oh, there it is. So there's a specific room we're looking for, just in the back somewhere. If I remember rightly, should be some toxic water, oil canister though. I do need that. There are reasonably low levels in here. But dirty water I'll take. New cola. What can I say? Bad. I'm like level 3 and I'm almost level 40. But it's probably the best source of nuclear material out there, or reliable source. It's just a case of finding my way around. I need to get to sort of like the lobby area. Here we go. And it's not taste testing. It's this room back here. I like it when you shoot them with a railway spike and you get your railway spike back. Even if there is a bit of a delay between the two things happening. Flip my scissors. Buff out, take the buff out. Another bone cutter. Some more aluminium. Food. Take the battered clipboard because it's got a spring in it. You will just kind of you will just learn the items that you're looking for. Adjustable wrench, for example, has gears in it. It's quite useful to just learn which things you're looking for, so you're not necessarily just having to pick up everything. He's not going to interfere. God, where is this room? Right, there's taste testing. I thought it was this one. No, it's not. It's like there's like a storage room. It's like this, but it's not. It's not quite like this. It's kind of got a it was on the first floor. Or was it? Excuse me, I just need to take your fan. Right, so you go into the lobby, up these stairs. Do that one. Yes, it's this one. Okay, I think it's this one. Maybe not. No? What? This was not the room that I was expecting. But there is something there. Some nuclear waste. A bobblehead that I'm probably immediately going to take. Better cap stashes. Probably not, actually. Yeah, it is this room I needed. Didn't remember it being back there, but well. Mud fruits, all that. Clothing iron, capacitor that I need for another quest, I think. Can't unlock that yet, but I might be able to unlock this. Right, my nuclear waste haul isn't huge. So I've got 3 nuclear material, I need 20, I think. Oh, there's another one there. Find an aluminium canister, and there's one over here. It's probably best not to ask why there's so much nuclear waste in the Nuka-Cola plant, but I think we can all imagine why that's the case. Yeah, take the microscope for the fibre. Oh, I don't think there's any other rooms with it in. Oh, hello, nuclear waste. That's the marketing memo, don't need to worry about that. Another bone cutter. It's a little bit more concerning that there are so many bone cutters in the Nuka-Cola plant. Should note that in previous games, when you've wanted to fast travel to another location, you have had to kind of exit the location first. You don't have to do that anymore. You can just fast travel to anywhere you wish. Problem is, I don't know of anywhere else with a reliable source of nuclear waste. Unless I can get some acid, I can do some. Mine fusion cores. There's a few things around here, but I mean, technically, now I've got this and I've now got my power armor, I could go and finish up this quest that's down here somewhere. Like down in the Wendigo Caves. I might do that, but I will probably do that off stream because I'm getting hungry. I'm going to end this video here, I think. I might be back a bit later, but for now I will say thank you very much for watching and I will see you next time.